In the vast tapestry of history, woven with the golden threads of ancient narratives, there lies a story, often eclipsed by the brightness of its counterparts. It is a tale shrouded in the veils of time and mystery, whispered in sacred texts, yet overlooked by many. This is the story of Ishmael, the enigmatic and perhaps forgotten son of Abraham, whose destiny intertwined with divine providence and celestial promise. Imagine for a moment the sands of the ancient desert stretching endlessly beneath a sky that guards its secrets by night, where the endless horizon meets the whispers of a bygone era. These deserts, timeless and eternal, bear witness to the footsteps of those who once walked upon them, shaping the history of nations yet to come. It is within this mystic setting that Ishmael's story unfolds, a journey of displacement and divine promise, of hardship yet hope, a narrative both haunting and profound. In the chronicles of sacred scripture, particularly the book of Genesis, we find the intriguing passage where an angel appears to Hagar, Ishmael's mother, in the wilderness. "I will multiply your descendants exceedingly, so that they shall be too many to count," declares the heavenly messenger in Genesis 16:10. These words are not mere promises, but echoes that resonate across the canvas of history, marking the legacy of a child deemed a wanderer, destined for great lineage. Ishmael, born out of wedlock to Abraham and his Egyptian concubine Hagar, stands in stark contrast against the backdrop of his father's household, a shadowy figure often relegated to the periphery of biblical story. His very name, meaning God will hear, hints at a destiny filled with divine listening and response. This notion alone invites an ocean of curiosity. What divine plan could be at work, written in the celestial space for a boy who seemingly stood in the shadow? Consider the dynamics of Ishmael's existence. Cast out into the wilderness, yet carrying a celestial promise in his heart, his journey is a testament to survival amidst abandonment. How did he reconcile his identity in a world that seemed to forget him? How did the world respond to the legacy left behind by this enigmatic firstborn of Abraham? This is not just a story of historical record, but a living narrative that holds implications for countless descendants, a lineage that molds civilization. Ishmael's echoes are heard in the foundations of nations, reverberating in the hearts of many who lay claim to his heritage. Join us as we delve deep into the sands of time to uncover the complete story of Ishmael, the forgotten son of Abraham. A tale filled with resilience, divine dialogues, and the eternal quest for identity in a world where he seemed only an echo, yet a profound presence whose story is waiting to be rediscovered. Let the mysteries unfold as we traverse the path of this remarkable, yet forgotten son, a journey that promises to challenge our understandings and ignite the imagination. On a night filled with whispers of prophecy and hidden destinies, a child was born. Ishmael, son of Hagar, the Egyptian maidservant, entered a world laden with divine interventions and human frailty. His birth was not merely a family affair, it was an event written by celestial hands, marking the beginning of a story as ancient as the sands of the desert. As shadows danced under the starry canopy, Hagar found herself in a circumstance shrouded with both promise and peril. Sarah, Abraham's wife, was barren, her dreams of motherhood as elusive as the wind. In an act of desperation mingled with hope, she offered Hagar to Abraham. This decision, seemingly simple, unraveled a tapestry of complexity that would echo through the ages. From the moment of Ishmael's first breath, he stood between two worlds, the zeal of his mother's enduring grit, and the silent strength of Abraham's eternal quest for a legacy. His very existence posed a riddle, a crossroads of fate and faith that begged the question, could Ishmael be the one to inherit the whispers of the divine promise? As the sun rose and set over the tents of Abraham, the air buzzed with an inexplicable tension, as if nature itself awaited the unfolding of Ishmael's destiny. In the shadow of the ancient sands, where whispers of divine pacts echo through time, we encounter the enigmatic narrative of Ishmael and the covenant. A stage is set beneath the celestial canopy, where fate and divine will intertwine. Ishmael, the firstborn of Abraham, once cradled dreams of inheritance, yet destiny, in its unpredictable manner, inscribed another tale. With Isaac, a solitary child of Sarah, the covenant threads were woven, leaving Ishmael on the edges of this divine tapestry. This exclusion sparks questions that linger like an untold secret whispered by the winds of the desert. What does it mean to be passed over for a promise that shapes the course of history? The magnitude of this mystery draws us into a labyrinth of questions. Does divine favor select arbitrarily, or is there a deeper hidden purpose beyond mortal comprehension? This narrative beckons us to ponder not just the path of inheritance, but the very essence of promise, a promise that defies human constructs and reaches into the heart of divine mystery itself. In the heart of the ancient sands, a tale of enigmatic decisions unfolded. When Sarah, in a moment of resolute determination, requested the banishment of Hagar and her son Ishmael, it wasn't just a simple family dispute. This expulsion was steeped in divine mystery and celestial intention. Abraham stood at the crossroads of human emotion and divine obedience, torn between the bonds of paternal love and the echoes of God's will whispering through the dunes. Imagine the scene. Abraham, a father caught in the twilight of earthly dutifulness and heavenly mandates. Hagar, with her young son Ishmael, cast into the unforgiving wilderness, their fate shrouded in uncertainty. Yet, this wasn't merely an act of familial discord. It carried the cryptic essence of a story woven by why did God instruct Abraham to heed Sarah's request, and what celestial significance lay hidden in Ishmael's path through the desolate expanse? As dawn painted the skies with hues of forgotten dreams, an angelic voice reached Hagar in her despair. Suddenly, the wilderness transformed into a canvas of divine intervention. In that moment of desolation, God promised Ishmael a future as rich as the grains of sand beneath their feet. This mysterious promise reverberates through history, echoing the profound lesson that in the depths of abandonment, divine purpose awaits discovery. In the vast tapestry of human history, there lies a tale threaded with divine promise and perplexing destiny. Picture the scorching sands of the desert, where Hagar, a woman caught in the throes of despair, finds solace in the most unexpected visit. An angel radiant and enigmatic appears to her, weaving words of a future, not just for survival, but of greatness. God's promise to Ishmael, her son, is whispered amidst the relentless winds, a vow that he shall not only endure but thrive, becoming the foundation of a mighty nation. It is here, in the solitude of Hagar's wanderings, that a new story unfolds, a promise that transcends the sands of time, challenging perceptions and kindling the curiosity of those who seek to understand the mysteries. Intention. In the vast tapestry of religious narratives, Ishmael emerges as a figure shrouded in both reverence and mystery within Islamic tradition. As the firstborn son of Abraham, Ishmael's life unfolds like an ancient scroll filled with divine purpose and profound impact. His legacy as a prophet is intricately woven into the fabric of Islam, marking him as a cornerstone in the lineage that leads to none other than the Prophet Muhammad himself. But what mysteries lie beneath the surface of this revered ancestry? Picture the barren expanses of the Arabian Peninsula, where Ishmael, alongside his mother Hagar, found themselves cast into solitude by divine decree. As they wandered the desolate desert, parched and isolated, a miraculous well, Zamzam, burst forth at their feet, forever altering the course of history. It was here, in this arid expanse, that Ishmael's role expanded beyond mere survival. Around this miraculous well, the city of Mecca was born, becoming the heart of Islamic faith. Ishmael's descendants, as the narrative flows, would grow and proliferate, bridging time to connect to the lineage of the final prophet, Muhammad did. As a prophet, Ishmael's story is etched with lessons of patience, faith, and celestial destiny, encapsulating mysteries that continue to beckon the curious and faithful alike to delve deeper into his prophetic journey that echo through time, whispering secrets of resilience and divine purpose. In the vast, unrelenting expanse of the wilderness, we find Ishmael, a figure often shrouded in layers of mystery and divine purpose. Cast out into the arid embrace of the desert, Ishmael's journey is not merely a flight from comfort, but an initiation into profound symbolism. The wilderness, a place of hardship and revelation, represents more than just physical isolation. It embodies spiritual trial and transformation. Here, surrounded by silence that echoes with whispers of the divine, Ishmael learns resilience, faith, and and the whisper of hope that one can only hear when all else is stripped away. This barren land, often seen as a void, becomes a crucible where faith is tested and purified, a tableau where the unseen hands of providence guide and mold one's destiny. It reflects a broader theological narrative of exile and return, of death and rebirth, a shadowy mirror to the soul's journey towards enlightenment. The desert is not just a setting, but a living parable, a mysterious teacher inviting Ishmael, and indeed all of us, to explore the depths of our faith amidst life's harshest trials. Imagine for a moment the vast and unforgiving wilderness stretching endlessly under a merciless sun, each granule of sand holding its secret stories whispered by the wind. Here, amid the desolation, we find Hagar, a woman lost, not just in the physical sense, but engulfed in the shadows of despair and uncertainty. Alone with her young son Ishmael, her cries blend with the sighs of the desert, forming a melody of desperation. It is in this moment of profound solitude and vulnerability that the extraordinary occurs. A celestial being descends, an angel bathed in ethereal light, breaking through the oppressive stillness. The angel's presence is both stunning and mysterious, a beacon of hope in a sea of hopelessness. This divine intervention is not just a moment in time, but a monumental turning point that transforms despair into destiny, reminding us all that in our darkest moments, the miraculous is possible, if only we have the faith to see beyond the immediate shadows. In the vast tapestry of religious lore, Ishmael emerges not just as a mere character, but as an enigmatic figure shrouded in layers of intrigue and complexity. Picture this, a vast desert under a starlit sky, where whispers of ancient prophecy linger in the arid winds. Ishmael, the firstborn son of Abraham, is more than a man. He is a pivotal figure whose journey is etched into the sands of time, influencing diverse traditions. Throughout Jewish, Christian, and Islamic texts, Ishmael's portrayal varied, painting him alternately as a wanderer, father of nations, and a blessed progenitor. In Genesis, he is seen as a child of promise, yet destined for a path distinct from Isaac. The Quran, on the other hand, elevates him, honoring his piety and marking his role in the sacred lineage of Islam. Each tradition adds its own brushstroke to Ishmael's image, from the biblical rendering as a resilient outcast shaped by divine planes, to the Islamic reverence for him as a prophet's forebear. These narratives do not just describe a person but forge an enduring legacy wrapped in mystery and cultural significance, embodying themes of faith, fate, and familial bonds that transcend a generation. As we unravel Ishmael's story, we are invited to reflect on the deeper truths of destiny and identity that echo through time, touching our own lives with their mysterious resonance. Like the endless journey of a caravan across the desert, Ishmael's tale invites us to explore the unknown, seeking the unseen truths that continue to shape our world. In the ancient, arid lands where whispers of divine promises swirled like desert sands, two brothers found themselves entangled in a timeless saga of rivalry, Ishmael and Isaac. Imagine the scene, a sprawling tent under a canopy of stars, where shadows dance and voices mingle with the wind. It's here that the seeds of sibling tension were sown, echoing the age-old narrative of envy and inheritance that would ripple across generations. As the firstborn of Abraham, Ishmael's heart burned with the pride of primogeniture, yet he watched as Isaac, the son of Sarah, was destined to fulfill the promises whispered by God. This rivalry was more than just a family quarrel. It was a cosmic drama, a mysterious entanglement of destiny and desire. Their lives laid a foundation where history and myth intersect, casting long shadows over three great monotheistic faiths, while Ishmael became a patriarch to nations beyond the horizon, heralded by the ancients as the ancestor of a mighty people. Isaac's lineage would cradle the burgeoning Israelite identity. Their story is not merely one of conflict, but an intricate tapestry, woven with threads of prophecy and hope, laden with the weight of celestial expectation. As you delve into the depths of this rivalry, you unearth questions that linger like an unending echo. Is our fate sealed by the stars, or can we shape our destiny despite them? Such is the enduring enigma of Ishmael and Isaac, a story that whispers to our own struggles with identity and belonging. As the golden sands of the Arabian desert whisper secrets of antiquity, we find ourselves drawn into the enigmatic lineage of Ishmael, the son of Abraham and Hagar. This story, steeped in both historical intrigue and theological significance, unfolds like a shadowed tapestry woven with threads of prophecy and destiny. Ishmael's descendants are said to have given rise to many tribes and nations, each carrying the enigmatic legacy of their forebear. These tribes traversed vast deserts and built prosperous civilizations near the cradle of humankind, where the lines between myth and history often blur. In the sacred texts, Ishmael's story is both poignant and prophetic. Told he would be the father of 12 princes and a great nation, Ishmael's lineage extends like branches of a storied tree across time, woven into the fabric of Middle Eastern history. This lineage's significance resonates deeply, for among them are the tribes of the Arab world, whose cultures and traditions echo ancient prophecies with a mysterious allure. Are these tales mere traditions, or do they gesture toward divinely orchestrated destinies, marked by both triumph and struggle through history's vast expanse? Let us dive deeper, where the dusty winds of time obscure the boundary between history and the divine. Here, we find the persistent question: how did Ishmael's descendants shape the spiritual and cultural landscapes of civilizations in a world forever changed by their influence? As we unravel this mystery, it calls us to ponder not just the origin of nations, but the profound, perhaps even divine blueprint hidden within Ishmael's story, awaiting discovery by those who seek with an open heart. Suscríbete para más contenido.